I get snubbed for first team all conference as a reliever?
I don't think they did a reliever.
Yeah, they did. I got second team, and the guy from sitting there got first team.
I mean, yes and no. I think the ERA was lower anyway.
Bruh, I was 12 in the country in saves.
All I do is put your name on the shot. After that, it's not.
support enhances NCAA championship and the educational and athletic experiences that nearly half a million NCAA students have.
We went out the Twitter argument, bro. But the hell is Soros take where jump is like you play on JV, like stuff like. So JV UMHB is basically Soros and varsity. There's a dude from like Hard Simmons that said that. Paying all that money for like sure like ability, y'all keep grinding and see all.
Now that part is true. Like yes, you win, you have what goals. Like I really get all the cool stuff that they did.
The NCAA thanks official equipment suppliers, Roman and Seguin, for their support of NCAA championship. Their contributions help enhance educational and athletic experiences in nearly half a million NCAA student athletes.
Yeah, well, but I know any small town like in Texas that can't get any D1 D3, they want to go there. If someone wants to keep playing football out of high school, they're not like crazy town, they're trying to go there.
I know their coach too. That he's like a big believer on. He doesn't play basketball.
You're a freshman.
If you're a freshman, like you're not playing. You're on JV.
Better be.
I know he's a big believer in that. And here we are starting 9 freshmen as a position. No, we ain't got better options. Like I get it.
As a reminder, all spectators, please be alert at all times during today's games. Softballs can accidentally fly into the seating areas. Be alert to the action. The NCAA and Texas Lutheran University want everyone to have a safe and enjoyable day watching the best college softball in the nation. Thank you.
I think that Oklahoma team.
Who's that?
That's all one nation. I think that Oklahoma team is pretty good. Gave Texas a run for innings.
Division 3 softball. Yeah, right.
There you go. I'm sorry. It would take some. I think they can have it.
That shit's
2022 NCAA Division III Women's Softball Championship at Work Softball Field at Cruise Stadium in Seguin, Texas. Tonight's game is a super regional matchup featuring the Blazers of Belhaven University and the Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran University. This is game one of a best 2-out-of-3 series, with the winner of the series moving on to the national championship in Salem, Virginia. And now let's meet the teams. First of all, for the Blazers, the non-starters, number 2, Pearl
Right, so
Budd.
I gotta go.
Number 3, May Aber. Number 4, Jordan Tonight. Number 5, Abby Prescott.
We're live, right?
Number 6, Dallas
Yeah, we're
Laker. Number 8, Morgan Smith. Number 11, Tammy
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mork Softball Field here at beautiful Ed Crucy Stadium. Tonight, we begin Game 1 of the NCAA Super Regional here in Seguin, Texas, which features 2 top-5 teams squaring off in this 3-game series as the 5th-ranked Belhaven Blazers visit the 2nd-ranked Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. The Blazers are the champions of the ASC and took down the likes of another top-10 program in East Texas Baptist to not only win the conference tournament, but they had to defeat them again just last week in order to reach the championship game in the NCAA Regional against the Tigers, who were the host school. Belhaven then took down the number 6-ranked Linfield Wildcats in the ensuing regional championship game, and that is how they reached Seguin. On the other side, the number 2 TLU Bulldogs, nearly a month ago now, took down Trinity University to capture their 8th straight SCAC conference title and have built up a lot of momentum here down the stretch, having just swept the regional over Chapman right here just last week. This sets the stage for a top-5 showdown between 2 of the best programs in all of Division III softball. We'll take a quick break as we introduce the starting lineups here at Ed Crucy Stadium, and we'll be right back after the national anthem. Please stay with us.
Batting 7th is the shortstop, number 22, Mason Ziskin. Batting 8th and playing in catcher is number 24, Anna McNear. Batting 9th is the left fielder, number 1, Abby Tracy. And the flex player is the pitcher, number 28, Gracie Dalton. The head coach is Kevin Griffin, and he's assisted by Courtney Curley and McKenna Gillespie. Now let's meet the Bulldogs. The non-starters, number 1, Sydney Cox. Number 3, Lexi Coward. Number 11, Brooklyn Stone. Number 12, Bailey Hutton. Number 15, Olivia Friend. Number 17, Sydney Willette. Number 18, Macy Barton. Number 21, Bella Rodriguez. Number 22, Amanda White. Number 24, Casey White. Number 27, Kirsten Williams. Number 28, Mackenzie Pierpoint. Number 37, Grace Smith. Number 77, Lindsay Leal. And now the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Batting first and playing left field is number 26, Kelly Burke. Batting second and playing right field is number 4, Maddie Johnson. Batting third is the second baseman, number 5, Casey Martin. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 14, Laura Hernandez. Batting fifth is the shortstop, number 30, Faith Hernandez. Batting sixth is the designated player, number 44, Tyler Jack. Batting seventh and catching is number 20, Sarah Metzer. Batting eighth and playing center field is number 6, Cassidy Raines. Batting ninth is the third baseman, number 8, Brandon Dean. And the flex player is the pitcher, number 10, Ashley Struthers. The head coach for the Bulldogs is Ray Wilson. He's assisted by Olivia Van Hook, Scott Smith, James Dupa, and Ed Bergevall. And now at this time, would you please rise, remove your caps, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Defensively for the Bulldogs, the third base is Brandon Dean. Shortstop is Paige Hernandez. The second base is Casey Martin. That first base is Lauren Sanders. Then left field is Kelly Kirk. And center field is Cassie Raines. And right field is Megan Wilson. Behind the plate is Sarah Messer. And the pitcher is Ashley Silver. Leading off for the Blazers is the right fielder.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. We're just about ready for the first pitch here in the Super Regional matchup here in Seguin between the Belhaven Blazers and the TLU Bulldogs. Ashlyn Strother, the All-American, in the circle for TLU to start game one. At the plate, it's number 27, Marley Blackwell, as she looks at strike one. Blackwell on the season, batting .310, 48 hits on the year, and 22 RBIs. As that one a bit inside from Strother, it's 1-1. Blackwell, a 5'7" senior from Montrose, Mississippi. Like I mentioned, these Blazers have a very good run so far in the postseason. Of course, took down East Texas Baptist in the ASC title game, and then went through a gauntlet in the regional tournament in Marshall. Had to beat the Tigers again, and then beat Linfield, who was number 6 in the country. Eliminated them, and now here they are, facing the number 2 ranked TLU Bulldogs. 2-2 to Blackwell. Ashlyn Strother on the year, a dominant sophomore season, ERA at .63, one of the best in the nation. As she strikes out, Blackwell goes down looking, and there's Strother's first strikeout of the game. As that'll bring up number 29, Haley Hansen. Third highest batting average on the team at .387. As the lefty swings through that one for strike one. Hansen playing out in center today. A 5'8" sophomore. Was formerly at Jackson Prep in Mississippi. That's also where Belhaven is located, in Jackson, Mississippi. 1-1 count to Hansen. Pretty good breeze blowing in from center field tonight. As that one in there from Strother, it's now 1-2. The 1-2, and that one a bit outside. Trying to get Hansen to chase. But she stays alive here, 2-2. Hansen swings through that one, and that one will get down into left field. Kelly Jordan plays it, but there is the first hit and base runner of the ball game for the Blazers, as Hansen reaches first. So a strikeout and a single. And now that brings up number 10, Allie Gordon. 392 average, 48 RBIs on the season, a team best. As she looks at strike one. Gordon playing at third today, a 5'9" sophomore out of Macon, Georgia. Strother inside fastball, nothing doing, it's 1-1. Strother 23-0 this season, a perfect record, making her 25th start tonight. Has pitched over 130 innings and has gone the distance many times. As Gordon swings through that one, it's 1-2. 187 strikeouts, one of the best in the nation, and only 19 walks. Opposing batters hitting 158 against the All-American. Also the SCAC Pitcher of the Year. Is that one outside? It's 2-2 now. These first three Belhaven batters have been pretty patient at the plate, as Gordon works the count even, 2-2. This one lined back up the middle softly, and Faith Hernandez makes the play at short for out number 2. And that sets things up for the cleanup bat for Belhaven. Number 25, Ellie Jones. 408 batting average, best on the team. 8 homers this year as well, and 44 RBIs. There's a good pitch there on the outside corner. Strother ahead of the count again, 0-1. Runner still on first, that's Hansen. And going is the runner. Meanwhile, this one lined into center, but right at Chastity Rains for out number 3. So after the top of the first, no runs for Belhaven on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. We'll go bottom 1 now. Still scoreless. Please stay with us.
Do you plan to play college sports? Visit ncaa.org/playcollegesports to learn more about NCAA eligibility requirements. The defensive alignment for the Blazers at third base is Alex Gordon. At shortstop is Mason Biscuit. At second base is Sidney Runnels. And at first base, Jones. In left field, Abby Trade. In center field is Taylor Hansen. In right field is Marty Blackwell. Behind the plate is Anna McNair. And the pitcher is number 18. Leading off for the Bulldogs is the left fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Bottom of the first inning. And in the circle for the Blazers to start out will be number 18, Kennedy Caruth. The DP today, she'll split time with the flex player, Gracie Baucom. But she'll start things off for the Blazers. Kelly Jordan at the plate for TLU. 5'7" senior out of Brenham, Texas. All-time steals leader. And the All-American at the plate. The 1-0 is looked at, and that one also low, so 2-0 quickly to Jordan, who on the season batting .371, 49 hits, 10 doubles, and 22 RBIs. Another pitch missing as Caruth trying to find her rhythm early. It's 3-0 now to Jordan. Who does lead this team in walks at 27. This one does find the zone as it's 3-1 now. Caruth on the season, ERA at 1.12, 26-3 record. Opposing batters against her only hitting 172, so we got some of the best pitchers in the circle in this game. As Jordan, it reaches first base safely. That one grounded back up to short, but Jordan legs it out for the infield single. And now number 4, Maddie Johnson steps in, 5'5" sophomore out of Round Rock, Texas. As that one a bit inside, 1-0. Johnson this season batting .427, good for 3rd best on the team. And has come on strong late, being in the top of the lineup the last few weeks. This one a bit low from Caruth, it's 2-0. Jordan at first, and you always got to watch out for the stolen base opportunity. The 2-0, and Jordan thought about it, but that fastball finds his zone. It's now 2-1. The 2-1, there goes Jordan. The throw to second, not in time. The Belhaven fans disagree, but Jordan just legs it out. It's now a 2-2 count to Johnson as well. And that is now stolen base, number 69 this season for Jordan. The 2-2 to Johnson, 1st and 3rd in tight. And that one outside, the count will go full. Casey Martin, another senior on deck for TLU. Full count here to Johnson, the payoff pitch from Caruth. And Johnson gives this one a ride out the right field, and the play is made, and no tag from Jordan. She'll stay right there for out number 1. So with 1 away and a runner on second, that sets things up for Casey Martin, 5'4" senior out of Pearland, Texas. All conference honors again for Martin this season. Batting 3rd tonight as she looks at strike 1. Martin with an ERA, or excuse me, a batting average of .437 this year. 59 hits, 6 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 30 RBIs. Thought about bunt there, and that one just got the edge of the zone for strike 2. 0-2 count to Martin. Kelly Jordan over there at second base. As Martin slaps this one over down the first base line, and the tag is applied by the first baseman. That was Jones. And now 2 away with Kelly Jordan at third. And now Laura Hernandez, the cleanup bat today for TLU, the first baseman. Try to drive in Jordan with 2 out here and put the first run on the board. Hernandez, first pitch swinging, and that one fouled way up there and out of play. 0-1 to Hernandez. Batting an even .300 this season. And this one lifted into left center, and the play is made for out number 3. So a couple of flyouts and a ground out from TLU strands Jordan at third, as the Bulldogs end the bottom of the first with no runs on no hits, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. We'll move to the top of the second now. Still scoreless. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Top of the second inning as Asher Strother heads back to the circle. Got a strikeout back in the first inning, and now leading things off for Belhaven is number 18, the pitcher. Back in that first inning, it's Caruth, 5'9" sophomore out of St. Francisville, Louisiana. She grounds this one back up the middle, and Strother plays it for out number 1. And now next up for the Blazers will be number 7, Sydney Runnels, a 5'2" sophomore out of Seminary, Mississippi. As Strother lays in another strike. Runnels on the season batting .339. And over 100 at-bats on the season as that one upstairs. Count 1-1 now. Runnels also third on the team in walks with 20 this season. As she grounds this one foul, it's 1-2. Strother once again ahead in the count. Here comes the 1-2. This one popped up into the middle of the infield. Faith Hernandez ranges over for out number 2. So quickly 2 away now. And now next up for Belhaven will be number 22, Macy Ziskin, a 5'6" sophomore out of Brookhaven, Mississippi. Playing at short today. And that one a bit low from Strother. It's ball 1. One of the few times she hasn't started with the first pitch strike. Ziskin batting just under 300 at 297. 27 hits on the season, 5 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 11 RBIs. As that one swung on a miss, a good fastball from Strother. It's now 2-1. Both teams so far with just one base runner, as the pitching has dominated early in this one, as expected. It's 3-1 now. Ziskin staying patient at the plate. As a 3-1 is swung on and missed, there's strike 2. And a full count now to the sophomore. The 3-2, and that one runs inside. And strike 3 looking. Actually, they'll have to throw it down on the drop third strike. So now the play is made. As the TLU defense started to walk off the field prematurely, but Sarah Metzer still makes the play just in case. So Ziskin strikes out to end the inning. And Asher Strother goes 3 up, 3 down. Belhaven after the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go bottom second now. Still scoreless. Please stay with us.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Bulldogs is their shortstop, number 30.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Faith Hernandez, the freshman, will lead things off for the Bulldogs. As TLU will look to plate the first runs of the game this inning. Kelly Jordan reached third base if he missed last inning. So now Hernandez at the plate. Meanwhile, Gracie Balcom in the circle for Belhaven now. The flex player tonight for the Blazers. As she lays in a fastball that just misses outside, it's 2-0. Faith Hernandez, a 5'6" freshman from Dinuba, California. And has been at shortstop for the majority of the season this year. They already made a couple putouts today. As that one fouled away, it's 2-1. Hernandez this season batting average at 400 even, with 46 hits and a homer this year. The 2-1 grounded hard down the third base line. Nice play over there on third, and the throw is in time for out number 1. So 1 away in the inning with nobody on. And now the designated player, Kylie Jack, will step in. Jack, another freshman, 5'5", out of Richwood, Texas. Another lefty in this TLU lineup as she looks at ball 1. Jack on the season been in and out of the lineup. This is start number 12, but appearance number 28. 42 at-bats this season. 15 hits, 2 homers, and 12 RBIs. As Jack looks at strike one there to even the count at 1 apiece. Actually, looks like Kennedy Caruth is still in the circle for Belhaven. This is her second inning of work now, but expect Gracie Balcom to come in at some point during this game as the flex in the lineup. As Jack swings through that one, it's 1-2 now. The 1-2, foul tip behind the plate, and we'll stay right here. Behind the plate for Belhaven tonight is number 24, Anna McNear, 5'7" sophomore from Canton, Mississippi. Wind still blowing in hard from center field. That should play a factor as we continue to move forward in this ball game. 1-2, swung on and hit into the gap in left center. And that'll be a 1-out single for Kylie Jack. And there is the first hit of the ball game for TLU. And now their second base runner. Sarah Metzer now at the plate. The senior catcher for the Bulldogs, 5'9" out of Sugar Land, Texas. See what she can do with a runner on first and 1 out. Metzer showing bunt. And that one just stays on the first base line. In trouble with it was number 25. That was Ellie Jones at first, the freshman. Charged the ball and looked like Metzer wasn't going to be able to make the run on over to first, but Jones lost the ball for a moment, and Metzer reaches first. So things a bit more interesting now. Runners at first and second with 1 away. And now Chastity Raines at the plate, playing in center field tonight. As that one finds a zone, it's 0-1. It's Jack at second and Metzer at first for Raines. As she fouls this one off the screen towards the left side of the infield, it's 0-2. Chastity Raines batting .317 this year. Also 4 homers this season. Tied for second highest on the team behind Bailey Hudgens with 5. Raines looks at that one there. It's 1-2. With still 1 out in the inning. Here comes the pitch from Caruth, and Raines swings through that one. Good looking pitch there from Caruth, as that is her first strikeout of the ball game. And now 2 away in the inning. So now Brandon Lindee at the plate, the 9-hole hitter. 2 away and 2 runners on. Biggest spot in the game right here in the early going. As D swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Dia, 5'8" sophomore out of Cibolo, Texas. That one a bit low from Caruth. Good eye from D. It's 1-1. On the season, she's batting .317 with 39 hits, 8 doubles, a triple. As that one fouled away. It's 1-2. Belhaven taking their time through these pitches, making everyone count. That's Caruth. That one a bit inside. Belhaven fans not too happy about that one. It's 2-2 now. Two away in the inning. As this one popped up from D, just in front of second base. And there is out number 3 as Caruth gets out of the inning. So ahead top 3 now, as after the bottom of the second, the Bulldogs ended with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go top 3 with still no score. Please stay with us.
For more information about the NCAA Sports Wagering Educational Resources, go to don'tbetonit.org. Leading off the top of the 3rd inning is the catcher, number 24, Andrew Mears.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Top 3. Still no score here tonight, as Ashton Strother heads back to the circle. 2 strikeouts already, and only 1 hit allowed, as she went 3 up, 3 down back in the second. 1-1 count now, as this one's fouled down the third base line. As number 24, Anna McNear, the catcher, the leadoff bat for Belhaven this inning. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Blazers. Breaking ball from Strother, stays upstairs. It's 2-2 now, or 2-1 rather. McNear on the season batting .206. Has a triple this season and 9 RBIs. As Strother lays in a strike, it's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch fouled softly in the air towards the left side of the infield, but that one does no harm for Belhaven. It's now 2-2 still. This one goes outside, full count now to McNear. We'll look at the defense for TLU tonight. Of course, Sarah Metzer behind the plate, Laura Hernandez at first, Martin at second, Faith Hernandez at short, and Brandolyn D at third. From left to right in the outfield as the payoff pitch fouled off. It's Kelly Jordan in left, Chastity Raines in center, and Maddie Johnson over there in right field. We'll try the payoff pitch again, as McNear is another Blazer bat that has really stayed patient at the plate. Working the pitch count of Strother as this one once again fouled towards that left side. as the 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Full count pitch again from Strother, and this one is a bit low, and McNear will take her base as her patience pays off. So there's the first walk for Strother this game, and McNear gives the Blazers a leadoff base runner, their second of the game. Bulldogs expecting bunt here from number 1 now, Abby Trahan, the 9-hole hitter for Belhaven, as this one just gets foul behind Sarah Metzer, as she thought about playing it for a moment but couldn't quite handle it. Laura Hernandez and Brandon Ledee up close at first and third. Trahan this season batting .245, 26 hits, 6 doubles, and 2 homers, as well as 19 RBIs. This one, the bunt laid down, attack from Laura Hernandez. They throw back to short, nearly in time, and almost got McNear, who does advance to second. But Laura Hernandez just makes the easy tag at first. And now, for the moment, Trahan is still at first. They never called her out when Hernandez tried to apply the tag. And now the umpires will have a discussion. Couldn't quite tell if Laura Hernandez got a piece of the jersey of Trahan or not. This is the time where you really wish you had instant replay here at this level. As it stands right now, Trahan's safe at first, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. Another home plate umpire talking with the head coach of Belhaven, that's Kevin Griffin, over there at third base. Of course, the Bulldogs disagree as well as the fans, but still waiting on an official ruling. And it was the right play by Hernandez. That ball, she picked it up right on that first base line where Trahan was passing by. The easier play was just to apply the tag rather than throw it over to Martin, who was covering over from second. And the ruling is she's out. So after about a 2-minute discussion, Trahan lays down a successful and controversial sacrifice bunt. So there's out number 1 of the inning. McNear still at second. She advances anyways. And now back to the top of the order. It's number 27, Marley Blackwell. As she looks to strike 1 from Strother. No balls and 1 strike. Blackwell last time up struck out looking. As this one popped up right behind home plate. And quickly in the hole, and it's 0-2. Belhaven with their first runner in scoring position tonight, as McNear is over there at second, the catcher. She walked and then reached on the sac bunt just last at bat. As this one outside from Strother, it's 1-2. Blackwell does have 22 RBIs this season. One of the better marks on this Blazer roster, as this one fouled once again into the stands this time. It's still 1-2. That one a bit high from Strother, looking for the strikeout pitch. Doesn't find it, as Blackwell staying patient. Once again, it's 2-2. Does not want to go down with back-to-back strikeouts. As the 2-2 line hard, but foul down that left field line off the Belhaven dugout. And we're still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hanson on deck for the Blazers. She has the only base hit so far for Belhaven. It was later left stranded back in the top of the first. Another one fouled, and that'll get over the Belhaven dugout. So we're still at 2-2. Pitch count got to be getting up there for Strother. Of course, you got to wonder how long she will go this game. But for the moment, still doing solid. We'll try the 2-2 pitch again. And that one upstairs, full count now. Blackwell really working the count, as we got to be approaching 10 pitches at this point. Payoff pitch from Strother, and foul tipped. McNear still over there at second base. Wind still blowing in from center. Been like that since the first pitch. 3-2 again for Strother, and that one inside. Once again, the patience of these Blazer bats paying off. There's the second walk of the inning, as Blackwell finally advances to first. So now this is the best run threat for Belhaven. 2 runners on and still 1 out. As Haley Hanson back to the plate. Of course, had that single last time. Here comes the 1-0 from Ashton Strother. And a foul tip behind the plate. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So McNear at second and Blackwell at first, both have reached on walks this inning. As nothing's come easy for Strother this inning. The Blazers really have worked the counts. 1-2 now, there's a good fastball. And the All-American once again ahead of the count. Here comes the 1-2. And that one a bit outside. Try to get Blackwell, or excuse me, Hanson to chase. And we're even again. This one fouled hard towards that Belhaven bullpen. And once again, another long at-bat brewing, the 3rd straight, it seems like, that Strother has faced, as they have not made it easy for her. So we've had about at least 10 foul balls this inning. The 2-2. And that stays upstairs. Full count once again. As TLU does not want to load the bases right here. Biggest pitch of the game for Strother. Coming up right here, the payoff pitch. And the broken bat as Casey Martin avoids the debris and makes the play on the pop-up. So that's one way to end that at-bat. As those two pieces will head to the trash can. And Hanson will head back to the dugout. So 2 away now. As Hanson pops out to Casey Martin at second, plus a broken bat. And now back to the plate, number 10, Allie Gordon. Let's see what the sophomore can do with 2 on and 2 out. Again, the best run threat Belhaven has had early in this one. Now one up high from Strahler, 1-0. Still McNear at second and Blackwell at first. Gordon last time up lined out to Faith Hernandez in the first inning. Breaking ball, that one does not come back into the zone. It's 2-0. Gordon stands back into the batter's box, and now the 2-0. And this one fouled off behind the plate. There's the first strike of the at-bat. I'm not sure if Ashlyn Strahler's had a multiple walk inning all season. She's only had 19 on the year, but make it 21 now. A rare spot for her to be in. As this one popped up towards the TLU dugout and will get out of play once again. So 2-2 count to Gordon. We'll see if this is the one that Strahler can get the strikeout. 2-2 count, 2 away, and 2 runners on for the third baseman, Gordon. The pitch from Strahler swung on and hit once again in foul territory. Maddie Johnson hustling over. But I think that one was out of play as well. Despite the lack of runs in this game, this has been a very long first 3 innings. As that one inside in the dirt, full count. As Belhaven has really made it a point to work these at-bats. Payoff pitch, grounded back up to Faith Hernandez. The throw on over to first in time for out number 3 as the Bulldogs get out of the inning. So after all of that, Belhaven ends the inning with no runs on no hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go bottom 3 now. Still no score. Please stay with us.
Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Now on the bottom of the 3rd inning. And back to the top of the order for Kelly Jordan. As in her last at-bat, she reached on a ground out to 3rd and then later advanced all the way to 3rd, where she was left stranded. Starts off this at-bat with a foul ball towards the left side. It's 0-1. Caruth going back to work for the Blazers. She's only allowed 1 hit so far, as has Strother. As these two have very similar outings through these first 3 innings. As Caruth lays in a strike, it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Caruth. And that one way upstairs. It'll be 1-2 now. Try to get Jordan to chase. Sun is starting to set here in Seguin, approaching 8 o'clock Central Time, as 2-2 now to Jordan. She looks at a couple of balls to work back into the count. The 2-2, and strike 3 swinging, as that one was pretty low, below the knees of Jordan. That one might have even hit the dirt. I don't think so, though, as there was no play at first. So strike 3 swinging from Jordan on the low fastball. And now Maddie Johnson at the plate, showing bunt, and that one finds his own for strike 1. Johnson flew out to right field last time. See what she can do here with nobody on and 1 away in the inning. Johnson grounds this one hard to first, but Jones with the step on the bag and quickly 2 away for the Blazers. As that one once again was 3 unassisted from Jones. Casey Martin stands in now, trying to give TLU their first base runner of the inning with 2 away. This one popped up on the first pitch he sees, and the play is made over there in left for out number 3. As Kennedy Caruth, goes 3 up, 3 down. As TLU ends the bottom of the 3rd with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head top 4 now. Still no score in this one. Please stay with us.
Did you know more than 50,000 student athletes compete in the NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country each year? Don't miss out on witnessing the next great moment in sports history. Find a championship near you by visiting ncaa.com/tickets. Leading off the top of the 4th inning is the first baseman, number 25, Ellie Jones.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Top of the 4th inning. Belhaven back at the plate. And it's number 25, Ellie Jones. 5'10" freshman out of Nesbitt, Mississippi, gives this one a ride out the right center on the first pitch. But Chastity Rains with enough room out there in center to make the play for out number 1. Jones does have some power behind that bat, and the wind likely played a factor as that one stays in the yard. So allowed out number 1. And now Caruth will head to the plate now. Her first pitch grounded to 3rd. D, the throw on over. And a nice play made by Hernandez. Snags that one into the turf, and now it's quickly 2 away in the top of the 4th. And now time call, Laura Hernandez came up a little bit gimpy after that play, as it looked like Caruth might have gotten a piece of the heel of Hernandez, who had 1 foot on the bag. Looks to be okay. Of course, I was mentioning earlier that Belhaven's done a great job staying patient at the plate, but here in the top of the 4th, quickly 2 pitches and there's 2 out. First pitch swinging both times. And now number 7, Sydney Runnels, back up. Another sophomore on this Blazer roster. As Strother's first pitch, a bit outside, as he won't have a 3-pitch inning. Runnels popped out the short last time as she looks at strike 1. It's an even count now. The 1-1 and a nice breaking ball finding the zone there from Strother. It's 1-2. And Bulldog fans like that pitch. 1-2 and 2 away. Nobody on, as Runnels will look at that one. So that one just misses outside. It's 2-2. The 2-2. And that one in there, strike 3 looking. The inside fastball had Runnels frozen. And Strother goes up 3 down for the second time tonight. As Belhaven ends the top of the 4th with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the second time. We'll head bottom 4 to see if we can get some runs in this ball game. Still scoreless. Please stay with us.
Visit NCAA.com/game program for an inside look at today's championship. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning is the first baseman, number 14, Laura Hernandez.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score here in Seguin, as Laura Hernandez will be the leadoff batter for TLU, and she swings through strike 1. Kennedy Caruth going back to work here. Like I said, Caruth and Strother having very similar outings so far. Both have had a few 3 down innings. A few strikeouts in there as well, as Hernandez pops this one into foul territory, and the play is made by the second baseman covering over. That was number 7, Runnels, making the play in foul territory for out number 1. So Faith Hernandez now at the plate. Grounded out to third her first time. And now nobody on here with 1 away in the 4th for her. As that first pitch scoots away from McNear behind the plate, it's 1-0. This one given a ride out to right field. Going into foul territory to make the play, though, is the right fielder over there. That was Blackwell. And quickly 2 away now for TLU this inning. So a couple of balls caught in foul territory on that right side, and now Kylie Jack at the plate. Has the only base hit for TLU in this inning, or this game, excuse me. And then she later advanced to second and was left stranded. TLU this game has left 3 runners on base, and so has Belhaven. These two teams just neck and neck here in the bottom of the 4th. As this one grounded over to second, and Runnels with the toss on over to Jones to end the inning. As now TLU quickly goes 3 up, 3 down, and that's now back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings. Make it 6 straight putouts, or 8 rather, for Caruth. Bulldog ends the 4th inning with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go top 5 now, still 0-0 here at Ed Crucy. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. 0-0 our score, headed to the top of the 5th. And leading things off for Belhaven is number 22, Macy Ziski. As she looks at strike 1. Ziskin in that first at-bat, struck out looking. Strother with 3 Ks on the day, along with 2 walks, and has allowed 1 hit. As that one in there on the shown bunt, it's now 0-2. Strother with 5 straight putouts going back to the 3rd inning. Meanwhile, Caruth with 8 straight as the pitching continues to dominate here into the 5th inning. 1-2 count to Ziskin. As this one popped up, Laura Hernandez looking for some room over there to make the play, but that one will hit the top of the TLU dugout and will stay right here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two count. And the pitch from Strother, foul tipped just off the plate, now to play. And Ziskin will head back to the plate to try it again. Seguin on the year batting just under 300 at 297. One homer on the year with 11 RBIs, as that one just misses from Strother. TLU fans thought it was strikeout number 4, but she'll have to wait. As Seguin staying alive, it's 2-2. That one just misses again, so full count now. As Seguin lays off a couple close pitches to work the count full. The payoff pitch, and foul tipped right behind the plate. Another long at bat here brewing for Ashlyn Strother. As we'll try the payoff pitch one more time. And fouled off again. Seguin on the year, 26 walks. That is best on the team. And 13 strikeouts. So one of the best on this Blazer team at working the count full and getting on base. As this one popped up right behind the plate, and Metzer barely has to move to make the play for out number 1. And that is now 7 straight putouts for the sophomore. Now next up for Belhaven's number 24, McNear, as she grounds this one back up the middle. And the throw is in time for out number 2. McNear tried to leg it out, but does not get to first in time. As Strother made the quick throw over. And now 2 away just like that. Abby Trahan back up. Laid down the sack bunt last time. Remember, that was that controversial play where she was initially ruled safe on the attempted tag from Laura Hernandez, but then was later called out. Back to the plate here as she looks at ball 1. This one fouled off to even the count at 1 apiece. This one fouled off again. Back-to-back foul tipped right behind the plate. And Strother now ahead of the count 1-2. With 2 away and nobody on. This one, strike 3 looking. And that is now 8 straight putouts for Ashton Strother. She goes 3 up, 3 down once again. And that is strikeout number 4 to end the inning. As the Blazers end the top of the 5th with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Still looking for our first runs of this ball game. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Sarah Metzer to lead off the bottom of the 5th for TLU. As Metzer, first pitch she sees, skied high in the middle of the infield, and the shortstop makes the play for out number 1. As both pitchers having a duel of their own, as Caruth with 9 straight putouts now. The last time a TLU bat reached base was Metzer on a bunt attempt that she reached on. Chastity Rains back up now. She struck out swinging her first time. One 0 count here. Brandon D on deck. As this one gets a piece of the outside corner to make it 1-1. The pitch from Caruth. Fastball just misses the outside corner. It's 2-1. Wind's starting to pick up out in center, as that wind has not helped any of the bats for TLU or Belhaven today. As Rains chops this one foul behind the plate, 2-2. Two count, nobody on base, and 1 away in the inning for Caruth. Facing Rains here, the senior. As Chastity Rains grounds this one over to first, and the tag applied by Jones. 3 unassisted once again for her. That's the 3rd time today she's had a put out like that, and it's now 2 away for Brandon D with nobody on base here in the 5th. D popped out to short last time. Nobody on either side has been to the plate more than 2 times. As D, first pitch swinging, flies this one out the right, and that ends the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning, the 3rd straight for Caruth. Now 11 straight putouts. As we'll turn things over now to the top of the 6th. Bulldogs end the bottom of the 5th with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Top 6, here we come, and still no score in game 1 of this Super Regional here in Seguin. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Top 6 now. Leading things off for Belhaven is number 27, Marley Blackwell. This is her 3rd at bat now. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. That's a good breaking ball there from Strother. Finds his zone. It's 0-2. Once again ahead of the count, as both pitchers trying to one-up each other right now. Caruth with 11 straight putouts. Strother with 8. Looking for 9 straight as that one just misses. 1 and 2. The 1-2 swung on a miss in the dirt, and the tag applied by Sarah Metzer on the drop third strike is made for out number 1. Strikeout number 5 for Strother. And there's out number 1 of the inning. As now batting for Belhaven is number 29, Haley Hansen. 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a pop out. As again, both teams are just 1 hit each. And Hansen is that one for the Blazers. And that was all the way back in the first inning of this one. Good change up there from Strother. Finds the top outside corner to make it 1-1. This one lined hard, but foul by that Blazer dugout. It's 1-2. At this point in the game, it's really just which bats for either team step up in these big moments down the stretch. As both teams are just 6 outs remaining in these last 2 innings before we might go to extras. 2-2 to Hansen. Really crowds the plate as this one giving a drive out the center field, bracing back his reins, but this one also stays in the ballpark. That's the second time now Belhaven's had a loud fly ball out the center, and the wind might be keeping these baseballs on this side of the fence. So 2 away now. And now number 10, Allie Gordon, back up. 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. This one, first pitch swinging, grounded Hernandez at short, and the throw on over in time, and that's now 3 straight, 3 up, 3 down innings for Strother. And make it 11 straight for her that are put out. That ends the bottom of the top of the 6th, as Belhaven ends that inning with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go bottom 6, still 0-0 here in Game 1 of the Super Regional. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. The sun is about set and the lights are out here at Ed Crucy Stadium. Bottom 6, Kelly Jordan will lead things off. And she'll foul off the first pitch she sees from Caruth, who has 11 straight putouts of her own. Like I said, these 2 pitchers dominating this entire game, but really these last few innings, not even allowing base runners. As Jordan today struck out last time and then reached on a ground ball back in the first inning. TLU with just 3 base runners today. Jordan was one of them. Kylie Jack had that single, and then Sarah Metzer reached on a bunt, her first at-bat. But none have reached in a while, and it's 1-2 to Jordan. The 1-2 from Caruth, and that one in the dirt low. Good eye from Jordan, it's 2-2. Caruth looks towards the Blazer dugout, and now here comes the 2-2 pitch. Jordan grounds this one again behind the plate. And we'll stay right here even. It's Jordan, Johnson, and Martin due up this inning for TLU. Pretty good crowd on hand today for game 1, and of course a doubleheader if needed tomorrow, but game 2 will be at 5:30 approximately tomorrow night. And then of course game 3 up in the air, depending on if this series is tied after game 2. The full count, and strike 3 looking is as Kelly Jordan will head back to the dugout. Second strikeout in a row for Jordan. As that close play now sets things up for Maddie Johnson, 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and ground out. First base playing up close there as Johnson will line one into left field. And that breaks 12 straight putouts for Caruth, as Johnson gets her first hit and base running appearance. So maybe that'll spark something for this TLU offense, as Casey Martin now at the plate. Also 0 for 2. Grounded out the first in her first appearance, and then popped out to left last time as Martin looks at strike 1. Laura Hernandez on deck for TLU as Casey Martin grounds this one back up the middle, and Caruth with a toss over to first, and then out is Martin. Meanwhile, Maddie Johnson advances to second. So runner on second and 2 away for Laura Hernandez. Maddie Johnson at second base, as that one is low, 1-0 to the sophomore from Missouri City. The 1-0 check swing from Hernandez. Did she go around? She did not, says the umpire at third base. So 2-0 for Laura Hernandez. Big spot in this game here, especially with our game still scoreless, as Hernandez gives this one a drive out the center field. Bracing back as the center fielder, and that one gets down. Unable to track it down, and Laura Hernandez with the biggest play of the game. An RBI double with 2 away finally plates the first run of this ball game, and it's in favor of the Bulldogs. 1-0 TLU in the bottom of the 6th. That one looked very similar to the couple of fly balls to deep center that Belhaven had, but the center fielder out there That was Hansen, just could not track it down. Lost it in the air, and it landed right on the warning track. So pinch runner for Laura Hernandez. Try to get you a number over there if I can. It's number 27, Kirsten Williams. 5'4" junior out of Pearland, Texas, will run for Laura Hernandez. And now Faith Hernandez at the plate. See how she can follow it up. That Maddie Johnson single sparked something in this offense. And she was that first run across tonight. So the pressure now on Belhaven to get out of this inning. How does Caruth respond? Still 2 away in this inning. And Williams over there at second. Two-0 count to Faith Hernandez. And she looks at a fastball right down the middle. Make it 2-1 now. Two one. That one low below the knees. It's 3-1 now. Bulldogs putting a little bit more pressure on Caruth here. This one lined to second. The play made though. Over there at second base, that was Runnels ranging over. But the damage has been done in the bottom of the 6th. TLU ends it with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. New score, TLU leading 1-0, headed to the top of the 7th as Ashlyn Strother will look to close things out and go for the complete game here in the top of the 7th. Please stay with us.
Re-entering at first base is number 14, Laura Hernandez.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium, and we got some drama heading into the top of the 7th. TLU broke the 0-0 shutout with the Laura Hernandez RBI double in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 TLU headed to the top of the 7th. Last chance for Belhaven. They need to answer, or the Bulldogs will take game 1. Ashford Strother going for the complete game shutout. Just 1 hit allowed today. And of course, she still has 9 straight putouts, or 11, excuse me, going all the way back to the 3rd inning. Of course, the Bulldog bats broke Caruth's streak. And like I said earlier, whichever offense for either team could step up in these big moments down the stretch is going to prove to be the difference maker. And TLU did just that last inning. We'll see how the Belhaven bats respond. As it's a 1-2 count to Ellie Jones leading things off, the cleanup bat. She had a big drive out to center last time, but Chastity Raines made the play on the warning track. 0 for 2 overall today, had the line out to center as well. 2-2 count here. The 2-2, chop back up the middle. Strother moves over to her left. The throw is not in time. It was in the dirt as well. So that breaks the 11 straight put-out streak for Strother. Won't go down as a hit, but Jones is able to reach first base. So Jones reaches base for the first time tonight, and now number 18, Kennedy Caruth, will try to help her own cause. 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs tonight, but has done everything she can in the circle today. 0-1 count here. This one, a pretty good bunt laid down, but it'll head foul. Laura Hernandez makes the tag. And now we're gonna have to sort some things out. Laura Hernandez collided with Caruth there on the first base line. I'm assuming Caruth will be out. As with that kind of collision, there's no way that the tag was not applied. But meanwhile, when Hernandez went down, Jones was able to reach third base. So we'll try to sort things out here. Hopefully Laura Hernandez is okay. Umpire is still discussing what the ruling will be. Hernandez has been a trooper today. She got shaken up earlier in the game on a very similar play down the first base line. But of course had the big double that scored the only run tonight, just last inning. For the moment, there's still nobody out in the inning, and Jones was able to reach third on that bunt. Have to wonder if they're going to call that maybe foul as well, as Hernandez did take a while to play that ball down the first base line. So the ruling could be a foul ball, could be out at first, and Jones at third. We'll have to wait and see. If Caruth were to have to go back to the plate, it'd be an 0-2 count. And then Jones, of course, would likely head back to first. But this is a very critical moment here in the top of the 7th, as TLU trying to hold on to this recent 1-0 lead that Strother has been pitching with past couple of minutes. Head coach Kevin Griffin and of Belhaven and Wade Wilson of TLU talking it over with the umpires, waiting on the ruling still. And they will say foul ball. So it looks like Caruth will have to head back to the plate. Actually, no, they're ruling her out. And Jones is still over there at third. So what it looks like, still waiting on the official ruling, I'm guessing. Nobody was ever ruled out, and Jones is still over there at third. Now, head coach Wade Wilson will talk it over with Strother. And we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll try to sort out this mess as Strother looks like she'll exit.
Yeah, the home plate umpire called her out right away.
So a final update on the ruling, as Caruth was ruled out, headed for first, and Jones is at third. Meanwhile, we had a pitching change, as Sydney Willett is in for Ashton Strother now. She'll try to get the save and finish off this game 1. Facing Runnels here, the second baseman. With a runner at third and 1 away. Runnels 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. As Willett lays in a good inside fastball, it's 0-2. Willett with a second highest ERA on the team, or second best, at .91, 10-3 record. Making her 26th appearance this season, has started 12 games this year. Has been the main number 2 to Ashton Strother this season. And she's had a very successful year in her own right. Over 100 innings pitched now. Opposing batters only hitting .213 against her. 51 Ks to 14 walks. As Runnels shows bunt and instead will swing and chop it foul. Off to the side of the plate. It's still 1-2. Ellie Jones at third base. With 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Tillieu up 1-0. This one chop foul. Still 1-2. Ziskin on deck for the Blazers. She's also over 2. Biggest 2 at-bats upcoming for the Blazers right here. 1-2 pitch again to Runnels. This one lined to Rains, and the play is not made. And a run will come in to score. Belhaven answers the bell. And this game tied up once again, now at 1 apiece. It was a line drive into center, and Rains gave it a good effort on the diving play, but just that would have been a tough play to make for anybody. So an RBI single ties this game up at 1 apiece. And what a big base hit Sydney Runnels delivers right there. That was just the second hit of the game for Belhaven. Both offenses have struggled all game, but both have stepped up in the last 30 minutes. As Ziskin now at the plate. Shortstop from Brookhaven, Mississippi. 0-2 count here. Runnels at first. Sydney Willett will try to settle things down here, as she is still just getting into the rhythm of the game, facing her second at-bat, second batter now. 1-2 count here. Ziskin popped up behind the plate last time. Good pitch there from Willett. But just misses. It's 2-2. Still 1 away in the inning. Runnels on first. But we know now there will be a bottom of the 7th here at Ed Crucy. This one fouled away, and we'll stay even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was Sydney Runnels' 19th RBI in that last at-bat for her. And that was her biggest of the season by far. The 2-2 from Willett. And fouled away again. Still at a 2-2 count. Ziskin trying to stay alive in this at-bat. Grounds this one hard to second. Casey Martin to throw to the second. It'll get the 4-6 play, but not the 3. They get the force at second, call it a fielder's choice, as Runnels is out at second base. And Ziskin able to reach. So now back to the plate, number 24, Anna McNear, the catcher. McNear 0 for 1 with a walk back in the 3rd inning, and then grounded up last time. Stealing is Ziskin, excuse me, and the throw from Sarah Metzer was a decent one, but the tag was just as good. I don't know if that was Martin or Hernandez, but that tag was nearly made. I think it was Faith Hernandez. Instead, Ziskin in there safely. Belhaven getting aggressive on the base pass. 0-1 count, and that one stays upstairs. We're back even. That was Ziskin's second successful stolen base on the year. She's tried 8 times. That one again misses from Roulette. It's 2-1. Still 2 away in the inning. This one does find the outside corner, and we're back even at 2-2. Big pitch up coming to McNear. Has a runner in scoring position on the year. Abby McNear with 19 RBIs. Could look for 20. But strike 3 swinging. Sydney Willette gets out of the inning after coming in late for Strother. However, Belhaven does get the 1 run back to tie it up at 1 apiece. And after the top of the 7th, the Blazers gets 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We'll go bottom 7, a chance for TLU to walk it off here in game 1 of the Super Regional. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Bottom 7. Couldn't ask for anything better here in game 1 of the Super Regional under the lights. Kylie Jack will lead it off for TLU. She did have that base hit in her first at-bat back in the 2nd inning. Big spot here for the freshman, as Kennedy Caruth still in the circle for the Blazers. 2-0 count here to Jack. It's Jack, Metzer, and Raines due up for the Bulldogs. That one does find the zone. It's 2-1 now. From Caruth. And that one just gets the piece of the zone. It's now even at 2-2. This one lined into left, but the play is made down that left field line. A web gem over there in left. That was Trahan. As she lunged out down that left field line. An amazing play over there in left field for out number 1. Kylie Jack nearly had what might have been extra bases. So one away. And now Sarah Metzer leads things off. And that one will drop down. Almost a deja vu play over there left again. This time Trahan not able to get over there. Two eerily similar at bats, but Metzer able to reach base. And now we're going to have another pinch runner. Looks like it's going to be number 25, Riley Futrell. The freshman out of Florence, Texas, will run for the catcher, who delivers with a big one-out base hit. And that's now Metzer's second time reaching base, the only person this game to reach base multiple times. So the winning run at first in Futrell. And Chastity Rains, senior from Spring, Texas, at the plate. Rains at the plate. First pitch swinging, and that one foul tip behind the plate for strike 1. Rains in this game struck out swinging her first time and then grounded out to first in a 3 unassisted play. On the year though, Chastity Rains batted .317 in the regular season. Has 4 homers on the year and 29 RBIs. 0-1 count to the senior. Futrell, the freshman, pinch running on first for Sarah Metzer. And that one outside, 1-1. Sure, Belhaven keying in on Futrell at first, as would not be surprised if the Bulldogs try to put her in scoring position with still only 1 out. This one just misses on the outside corner again. And it's 2-1 now. Rains ahead of the count. Brandon D on deck. The 2-1 to Rains. And that one misses again, 3-1. Rains with a good eye. In control of this at-bat now. And now McNear will have a chat with Caruth. The count to Range. Futrell again, the winning run at first. As we've seen some late fireworks and heroics from both bats, both Belhaven and TLU these last few innings. We were scoreless the entire game headed into the bottom of the 6th, where TLU broke the shutout. And then Belhaven responded with a run of their own just last half inning. TLU now trying to walk it off as Rains swings through that one, and the count is full. Biggest pitch of the game right here from Caruth. The payoff pitch, chopped foul. And we'll have to wait to see what happens next. Future will head back to first and Rains back to home plate. Brandon D still waiting on deck. Of course, Belhaven looking for the double play ball if they could get it, or a strikeout. Wind still blowing in heavy from center. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 swinging from Rains. And 2 away now. In the bottom of the 7th. And now Brandon D up. Has popped out and flown out today. But will try to be the hero here with Riley Future at first and 2 out. Thought about bunt. Trying to get the lineup turned over to Kelly Jordan, it looks like. But D pulls back and it's 1-0. On the year, Brandon D, no homers this season, but does have 13 RBIs. One put in the gap, could very well score Futrell. But Bulldogs right now looking to play some small ball. As D thought about the bunt again, it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Bit inside, and it's now 3-0 to Brandon D. But Rains was ahead of the count last time and later struck out. But can Caruth get back in this at-bat again? Or will Brandon D have another walk? The 3-0 is in there. Now 3-1. Brandon D this season has only walked 3 times. This one, 3-1 pitch, is inside. And Brandon D, with just her 4th walk on the season, keeps the walk-off opportunity alive for the Bulldogs. As we're back to the top of the order, and the All-American Kelly Jordan will have a shot at ending this thing. As head coach Wade Wilson will call time and talk things over with his base runners in Jordan. Jordan on the game, 0 for 3 though. Couple strikeouts her last couple at bats. Did reach first base on a ground ball in the 1st inning. But no better time to break your offer with a walk-off here. As now it looks like we're having a substitution for Belhaven. Looks like it's coming in the outfield maybe. So now a new left fielder. It's number 4, the freshman, Jordan Knipp. Or Knipe, excuse me. So she's in left field now. And now Kelly Jordan at the plate. Senior All-American, all-time steals leader, a chance to walk it off in game 1 of the Super Regional. 0-1 count, this one chopped foul. Now Jordan quickly down in the count, 0-2. Count to Jordan. Caruth ahead of the count. Future at second. D at first. 0-2 is outside. And Kelly Jordan staying alive here. 1-2 count. The 1-2. just misses, and Riley Futrell, meanwhile, steals third base. Blazer fans wanted the strikeout. That was a close call, but Kelly Jordan stays alive. Meanwhile, Riley Futrell advances to third. And now a base hit would score Futrell from third. The 2-2 pitch to Jordan. This one grounded foul down that third base line. Will stay at 2-2. Runners at the corners for Kelly Jordan. Riley Futrell, the winning run. Just one base path away from ending it in game 1 of the Super Regional. The 2-2 to Jordan. This one grounded back up the middle. The shortstop with a throw on over to first is in time. Jordan tried to beat it out, and we will go to extras. Great hustle from Jordan. If she would have legged it out, the game would have been over. But the throw was in time, and it's time for some extra baseball here at Ed Crucy. At the end of the top of the 7th, or bottom of the 7th, TLU with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go top 8. Still tied at 1 apiece. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Extra baseball in game 1 of this Super Regional in Seguin. Sydney Willett still on the mound, or in the circle rather, facing the 9-hitter Abby Trahan, 5'3" senior out of Hackberry, Louisiana. Leads it off. Big breaking ball from Willett, and that'll stay upstairs. It's 1-1. Trahan 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac bunt tonight. It's a 1-1 count here. This one just misses off the outside part of the plate. It's 2-1. And the leadoff bat, number 27, Marley Blackwell, on deck. The 2-1 grounded to Laura Hernandez at first, and the step on the bag is good for out number 1. Scored 3 unassisted. As now Marley Blackwell back up for the Blazers. Blackwell 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Did have a walk back in the 3rd. This one in there for strike 1. Willett came in late back last inning for Strother when there was 1 out. First batter she faced was Reynolds, who drove in the RBI single to tie this game up at 1 apiece for Belhaven last inning. And that is the reason we're in extras right now. Offense has come alive a little bit for both teams. As an 0-2 count here to Blackwell. Nobody on, 1 out. And strike 3 swinging. A 3-pitch strikeout for Sydney Willette. Her second now since entering the game. And quickly 2 away for the Blazers. That's now the 3rd strikeout for Blackwell. Now Haley Hansen at the plate, the lefty. Trying to keep the inning alive and give Belhaven a base runner this inning in the top of the 8th. Is that one low for ball 1? The 1-0 pitch, grounded hard and through to left field. Faith Hernandez could not get over there in time. And a 2-out base hit for Haley Hansen, her second hit of the ball game. The only player in this game with a multi-hit day. And she keeps the inning alive for the Blazers. And on number 10, Allie Gordon back to the plate, the 3-hitter. 0 for 3 with a couple ground outs to short and a line out to short. Faith Hernandez has put out the third baseman every time she's been to the plate. Pitch from Ouellette. And that one in there, a good fastball for strike 1. A 1 count, 2 away as this one grounded foul towards the Bulldog dugout. 0-2. Hansen over there at first. Just had the single get through the infield. And now Gordon will try to do the same. Down on the count here, 0-2. Pitch from Ouellette. Outside, the throw down to second. And that's going to be in time. Sarah Metzer catches Hansen stealing to end the inning. And Gordon's at-bat ends prematurely. That ends the top of the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base for Belhaven. As we'll go now to the bottom of the 8th inning in extras. And another chance for TLU to walk it off. Still tied 1-1. Please stay with us.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning is the right fielder, number 4, Maddie Johnson.
Welcome back to Ed Crucy Stadium. Bottom 8 here in extras. Maddie Johnson, the right fielder, will lead things off for TLU. It's Johnson, Martin, and Laura Hernandez due up for the Bulldogs. Johnson had that big base hit and later scored the first run and only run for TLU back in the 6th inning. That put the Bulldogs up 1-0 before Belhaven would respond in the top of the 7th to force extras. So Johnson 1 for 3 on the day. Looking at an 0-1 count here. Kennedy Caruth still going strong for the Blazers. As that one finds the outside corner. 0-2 now to Johnson. 0-2 pitch. This one delivered down that left field line. That'll stay fair. Johnson headed for 2, and she's in there safely. Maddie Johnson in there safe at second. Line drive to opposite field. And Johnson legged it out for second. That surprised me. And she got in there safely. What effort and hustle for Maddie Johnson. And she delivers once again, providing a spark for this TLU offense for her second straight at bat. As she has back-to-back base hits. Well, that one actually a double. So now Casey Martin a chance to walk it off with nobody out. Infield all playing up close for Martin as she'll look at the bunt and strike one to Martin. Maddie Johnson at second just delivered one of the biggest hits of the ball game, the only extra base hit tonight. Actually, I take that back. Laura Hernandez did have the RBI double that scored Johnson last time. But this one the biggest right now. 1-1 to Casey Martin. 3 different TLU bats will have a chance to walk it off. And that one does find the outside corner for Martin. It's 1-2. Casey Martin today, 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a pop out. We'll see if the senior can deliver one more time. The 1-2, grounded foul. We'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fans on the edge of their seat here in Ed Crucy. 1-2 count to Casey Martin. And this one lined into right field. Headed home is Maddie Johnson. The throw will not be in time. And the TLU Bulldogs will take game 1. A walk-off single from senior Casey Martin ends the game. And what a win in extra innings for TLU. Casey Martin 0 for 3 all day and delivers her one and only big hit to take game 1. TLU walks it off in game 1. They take it 2-1 over Belhaven. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 5:30 for game 2 as the Bulldogs win game 1 2-1 over the Blazers. Pitchers duel throughout, but late in this game the bats came alive for both teams. Laura Hernandez drove in the first run of the ball game that scored Maddie Johnson back in the bottom of the 6th. Then Belhaven would answer in the top of the 7th, and then Maddie Johnson would be the game-winning run here in the bottom of the 8th, thanks to Casey Martin's walk-off single to win it here at Ed Crucy. That'll be it for me tonight. The Bulldogs take game 1 2-1 over Belhaven. We thank you for listening.